into a tearing up a little bit. Yep, that's that cocaine.
I smoke rocks.
That's some cocaine.
Nah, we don't do no cook around these bars.
Okay. What's going on, y'all, man? It's two brothers back here again today. How much money do you need to be happy?
They ain't gonna like my answer. I mean, I'm a money connoisseur, so the bread is all the thing that's always on my head. You feel me? So like, I'm needing, millions.
Okay.
I want to be on the Forbes list. You feel me?
Nah, I definitely wouldn't mind being on that shit either. Don't get twisted, man. But the main thing, I ain't trying to be on the motherfucking streets.
Oh yeah, we don't be on the
that's
slums,
the main thing.
right?
That's two things people fear the most in this world. That's everyone in America is trying to avoid at all costs, and that's going to prison, because being incarcerated, and going homeless. Those are the two things that I think everyone can agree that everyone's trying to avoid in this world.
Scary life to live, man.
Dr. Sonia Lubmersky is a professor of psychology at the University of California, Riverside. She's been studying happiness for 30 years.
Certainly having money gives people opportunities to buy conveniences and luxuries, to find more fulfilling work, to spend time with people that you want to spend time with, to live in nicer conditions. There is a pretty robust correlation between money and happiness.
Gary Vaynerchuk is the CEO of...
I'm glad she said that, because people be acting like cliche, money doesn't bring happiness. I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
Horse shit to the max, bro.
I understand what they mean. Like, I understand just because you have a whole bunch of money doesn't mean you're going to be happy. But that shit definitely helps.
Yeah, bro, because I'm telling you, like, let's say you work at a fast food joint and a rich person pull up in your drive-thru. Right. A dude pull up in your drive-thru and he say, here's $1,000. How the hell are you gonna feel? You work at, not even working at McDonald's, just living life in general. Like, somebody just smack you with $1,000 and say, here, you can have it just for being alive.
Made my fucking day.
Right, I'm a happy man for a minute.
I understand what it means. It's like, but it's temporary, this and that. Well, I mean, I guess, but if I make a whole bunch of money now, as opposed to not making no money, I'm definitely gonna be happier if I made a decent amount of money and I'm able to have a home. You know what I mean? Pay my bills. I ain't worrying about paying the bills all the damn time, as opposed to literally living check to check or being in the goddamn streets.
You know what I'm saying,
what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to do that, so just cut that out.
If you're under 25, you think you have to make $1 million a year to even be like in the game. I wish every 16-year-old on earth thought 70,000, not 1 million, because you would have a whole different world.
We even asked a few folks what their perfect salary is.
Number-wise, I would personally say around 80,000.
My perfect salary would probably have to be $100,000.
My perfect salary would be $350,000.
My perfect salary would be $200,000 a year.
Is there such a thing as the perfect salary?
What you think? I mean, that's subjective. It is subjective.
I mean, I feel like the people they used, they clearly have decent paying jobs to where, because I feel like these numbers, because the average family in America makes only $40K. So they don't.
Yeah, I didn't know the exact number, but yeah.
I did some research on it back a while ago, but the numbers that they're pulling are like double, triple, quadruple this. Yeah. So that means they making a decent amount of money, more than the average already. Yeah. So I feel like that's a bad pool of people to pull from.
That's what I'm saying. But that just goes to show that is subjective, though. Too, like, for example, they could have had more diverse, I guess, but I mean, I don't know how much money they make. You could be broke as a joke and be like, still, my ideal amount of money I want to make is like $75,000. That is the price that they say is like, after that, the marginal return for everything is like diminishing. So once you get like the journey up to $75,000, like when you're gradually increasing up to that amount, you're like, that's going to bring you more happiness, this and that, because obviously you're going to be able to pay for everything and even get stuff that you just want, not necessarily need as well. But then after that, it becomes like it's decreasing how much like happier you're going to get, probably because you're making more money. Right. Because it's not like necessary. And at a certain point, it's like I have everything I need. I have really all the things that I want. Like, do I really want this thing that bad?
Yeah, for sure. So what's your number?
My shit. I mean, I would like to make a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie, I like expensive shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, from a young age, my mom told me, like, you gonna need a good paying job because you got expensive taste. I'm like,
my mom told me the same thing. She's like, boy, whatever job you get, you don't need the most money. I don't
just be spending a whole bunch of, like, I spend a lot of money on things, on areas that other people necessarily wouldn't. But at the same point in time, it's like, for other things, people would spend a lot of money on it. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it.
Right. So
like,
it balances itself out. Yeah.
Like people be buying cars. Like people got 4 cars. I'm like, for what? I'm like 10 years down the line, y'all not even gonna need no car.
Exactly.
Man,
that's a video for another time.
Yeah, that's another video.
So, but what's the number though? You beating around the bush?
I don't want to be around the bush. I don't know, man. Okay, first and foremost, I want the money, so I don't gotta worry about the damn bills all the damn time.
For sure.
So I would say probably the ideal amount, at least like 75. But if I'm being honest, I want to make more than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we saying like, what's enough to live just fine?
Oh, just fine.
Content, right? That you can live with and be fine.
50,000. That's a good. That's a decent paying. That's a decent paying job right there. Like, that's if I'm living by myself.
So, right? Yeah. I think for me, I think it'd be 70,000. Cause I feel like if the way I budget, I feel like I could map that out.
Yeah.
Between 12 months and make it work real well.
Because then I want to make more than that, but
for sure.
Absolutely, positively need to. No, like if I don't make millions of dollars a year, like I'm not gonna just off myself.
So,
Nobel laureates Daniel Kahneman and Angus Deaton conducted a 2010 study about salary and happiness. According to this study, once you reach about $75,000, your happiness plateaus.
If you're not able to put a roof over your head or pay for food, then getting more money is definitely going to make you happier. That said, if you're kind of comfortably middle class, a number that's often thrown around in the literature is around $75,000 a year. If that's your family's salary, then the research shows that getting more money isn't necessarily going to make you happier, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking. Does that number still hold up today? Dr. Laurie Santos is a happiness researcher and professor at Yale whose course on happiness has gained worldwide acclaim.
When people hear that $75,000 number, they're like, well, is that really true? Should it be adjusted for 2020 inflation, or if I live in San Francisco or New York versus like Iowa or something? But the research really suggests that it might tweak around a little, the new number, but it's not going to be that different. It's not going to suddenly turn into $2 million that you need to be happier.
I'm reminded of a study that asked people, how much more money do you need to be a lot happier? And no matter how much people made, they always named a number that was a little higher than what they had. And so it just made me realize that we're just always wanting more, and we would never really be satisfied with a particular number, even if we thought we did.
That is true. Like you end up wanting more to mind how much you have. Like it kind of, the whole thing kind of just never stops.
Yeah, but they also say that that's being ambitious. Like you never want to settle and that kind of stuff.
True.
So I can't really be mad at people for always.
I'm never gonna be mad. You do what you want. Like if you want to make more money than what you already making, shit, go do it.
Right.
Go do whatever.
Grab
you
that
do
side hustle.
Right. But yeah, that just goes into say like another reason why like I would want to like live forever, for example. Because imagine, like you making all that money, you have to try and keep that up the whole entire time.
Yeah,
it's like,
being immortal.
Like if you talking about like an 80-year lifetime, whatever, like you make enough money, it's like okay, you like let's say you do real good, like by like 35, you set, you don't even need to work no more if you didn't want to. So let's say you live forever now. Now I gotta keep grinding to try and keep that up forever. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna get tired of that at some point.
I'll definitely give you that. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense.
So it's like if things like never end. That's cool. You always trying to make some more money, this and that. Put your family, like generations to come, in better positions, as best position as you can financially. That's cool. I ain't never gonna knock you for that.
Oh no, no doubt.
But yeah, it's like when does it end?
Right. Yeah.
Even the way we make our money can affect our happiness.
Lay people have a really fast notion. We think that money makes a job a good job, right? If you have a huge paycheck at the end, you must be doing great. You must love that job. But the research suggests that that's not really the case. In fact, there's a lot of folks who experience what's called golden handcuffs. In other words, they're trapped in this job that's paying them a lot of money, but that they absolutely hate it. But now that they're at a salary level where they're earning, $500,000 a year, it's really hard to shift, right? Because you bought
what job is that? What the hell job is that? 500,000, $500,000 a year.
Work that for a couple years. Work that for like 5 years. Quit that motherfucker.
Exactly, man. If you just
save your money, right? Live below your means. Exactly. Shit. Like, just because you're making $500,000
doesn't mean you have to live a $500,000 lifestyle.
Exactly. Don't need to go buy $500,000 worth of cars or whatever the hell. I don't think we spending that money. They be finding a way to spend that money up.
Oh yeah, they always do. But money goes easier than it comes in.
Oh, most definitely. It's very easy to spend money. But I don't understand my thing. Like you don't see your money just going away, just diminishing.
Most people
your bank account just going to hell. The season 2 exists. All your money season 2 exists. It's gone.
Most people just be like, fuck it.
And so on. What the research shows is that if you really want to be happy with your job, you shouldn't focus on salary. You should focus on whether the job is meeting what we often call your own signature strengths. These are your own values that you want to experience in the world.
I would actually argue
BS. I think that's BS.
Why?
I say this why I'm gonna give you my thought process on jobs. So, a job is something that you have to do to make money. So the fact that you have to do it will make you not want to do it.
Hell yeah.
People naturally want to do stuff, don't want to do things that they have to do. So if my dad tells me to do some chores, I'm not going to want to do them because he told me to do it. If I just did it just to do it.
Yeah, or even things that you think is fun.
Right. Like,
even like sometimes this. I ain't trying to record every single day, all damn day.
But like, all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that you have to do it makes it less fun or less enjoyable. So a job, you can say, well, I enjoy the job. Yeah, but you still have to go there to make any type of money.
That's right.
So that still lowers the value of the job.
Like even people that play video games for a living on YouTube. But you think they always having fun, having to play these games all the time, especially when they boo-boo ass games. Not all the games good. Some games some ass.
Exactly.
Some of they're playing this, but say I gotta play this game.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I gotta put it up, and people want to see.
I gotta put money on the food on the table.
Is a much better indicator to happiness than financial status, and so I'd be more comfortable arguing the other way, that you're more likely to be happy if you don't have money.
Stop
the cap. In 2015.
That's some cap. It always be the rich man. Cause did you say you saw him like advertisements and stuff?
Yeah. So Gary is he's a very successful like stock investor. I see him on a lot of ads on YouTube. Man. He's big out there. Like he has a lot of money. So
that is straight cap. That in his background, man, had a nice ass house.
Exactly. That's so that kind of statement from somebody like that, I don't see as valid.
It's just that. Man, I hear people all the time saying like they were happy when they were broke and this and that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me that. Oh yeah, you better off broke than having a whole bunch of money.
Because I feel like the biggest worry that the American people have is finance worries.
Yes.
So if you eliminate that, you might be worried about a lot of more pettier things, but I feel like
at least you got a roof over. At least you can go home to roof over your head.
Exactly.
Eat something like that. So I'm saying but he didn't say middle class. He said better off not having no money.
Right. Like
I'm like,
nothing.
Okay, all right. Now you just tweaking that. Cap.
Right. Like you said, like a rich man saying that have nothing. Like, so then what's your purpose then? If you're rich and you think you're better off with nothing, why do you have all this stuff that you have?
That's another way to look at it. Yeah, like okay, let's trade.
That's what I'm saying.
You right now, let's trade.
Right.
Let's
you
trade.
Take my salary and I'll take yours.
You gonna say to hell with that?
Exactly. You're gonna be back at square one.
Yeah, I don't try to do it. I'm understand like you still gonna have things you go through that stress. Like for example, you Jeff Bezos. I don't want to be him. I ain't trying to be no CEO.
Because I know that's a stressful job.
I know that's stressful as hell. So I know. Well, I don't know exactly what goes on. That's part of the reason why I ain't trying to mess with it. I know that shit's ridiculous though. That's all I know. I know is that's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? I would guess.
You gotta guess it, man. You gonna be out, man. Compared to what it could be, these are good problems.
Oh yeah.
You rather be broke. Kiss my black ass.
For real.
That's ridiculous. that was some bull that came out of his mouth, bro.
Dan Price was making $1.1 million leading the team at Gravity Payments.
Now imagine that your CEO shows up to work that day and tells you he's taking $1 million pay cut so that you can make $70,000 a year. That is a big shocking moment.
As a result of Dan's self-pay cut, the minimum wage at Gravity Payments soared to $70,000. Jose Garcia has been working at Gravity Payments since 2014. He's one of the employees who benefited from the salary bump.
Prior to the bump, I believe I was at $32,000.
Since the coronavirus pandemic hit, nearly all of Gravity Payments employees...
That nigga went over 100%.
Jesus, man. Jesus Christ. Imagine telling that to your family, though.
That's just out the blue. Come up. Right, I'm saying, bro. You be, shit on myself. Smooth like that.
Baby, you ain't got to work. You can stay home.
Shit.
No, let me stop. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But I'm going to make some things happen so we don't have to work for too much longer. We can do that.
I got 70,000, but shit, I'm finna pay for everything. You better keep your ass in that job. You can have this discussion. That's all. I'm just making the millions of dollars. The stupid ass money. I gotta make this shit. Gotta be like extra chromosome type shit. Yeah. Imagine you come through and say, I just got a raise. He's like, I'm quitting my job. No.
Hold on now. Put them papers down. Ain't no resign this week.
Ain't none of that, bro.
In the summer, we're going to go to the pool or we're going to go to the video rental store and rent the new releases. It is like, that adage where people say like, oh, money can't buy happiness. It's like, well, sure, I can see that. But it does provide mental ease, and those types of things help you do things that make you happy, like focus on yourself,
You better be careful now.
I don't know, but you wouldn't say nothing like that.
One false step.
And the whole damn place come crashing down. He
said, slow down now, slow down.
They gonna demonetize the hell out of us.
You better be gripping on that motherfucker. You know what they say, bigger you are, the harder they fall.
Hell yeah.
More money doesn't necessarily equal increased happiness. How we use it is key.
The research suggests that rather than spend your money on material purchases, it would be better to spend your money on experiences. Experiences have the feature that they don't often last long enough for you to get adapted to them. You take a 1-week vacation and you're not really used to it by the time it's over. But also experiences can help us be more social. Usually when we're making experiences...
I guess, but that goes down to being like, it's subjective. That's like what you women may like, but...
That's what I'm saying.
That's a person like me. I never travel like too much unless it's going to family. And to be honest, like I can live without all of that though. To be honest with you. 100%. I don't need to go to board.
Yeah,
I'm not
100%.
saying I never will. I'm not saying I'm just against it, but it's not something like necessary.
Experiential purchases, we do that with another person. We go to the movies with somebody, or we take a vacation with a friend.
There's another way to use your money to your advantage. Give it away.
There are 3 things that matter to happiness: personal growth, connecting with...
Look,
ain't no wrong with charity, man.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. But like to those people who are rich, and they give a lot of money, 100% to y'all. Because I do believe that charity is a great thing to give your money on if you don't have anything to do with it. But I feel like when they say kind of stuff like this, they're talking to common people. So these aren't millionaires. These are just regular people who have, decent jobs. So they're saying that if you don't know what to do with your money, give it to charity. I don't know if that's the best option for most people.
Yeah, especially if you are living check to check.
Exactly. So you get a little extra money, well, you thinking, well, I should just throw it to charity. No, you shouldn't do that. You should probably save it or something. But I don't know.
Come home, lights off, said, damn.
Right. Well, St. Jude still got their $100. I get this. This is a nice gesture, but I feel like that's very for people that are a lot.
You can scale it down depending on how much money you make. Because once again, every dollar counts. I guess.
Yeah. Because I've convinced my mom to give to some charities and stuff.
Yeah. So I ain't trying to say never invest in charity.
Yeah.
You have to be making a whole bunch of money to invest, but she just come up and saying, "Oh, another way, give it away."
Yeah, I'm what? No,
damn.
Don't just.
I'm aren't we in here trying to save some money?
Exactly.
You talking about giving it away? What the hell?
Because when she said that, it literally reminded me of that SpongeBob episode where they got rich off them Krabby Patties and they was making the money.
You mean the chocolate? You talking about the chocolate? Or you talking about? You talking about the pretty patty?
Yeah, and they were literally making the money and then giving it away in bags. So the people that were buying the Krabby Patties were literally walking off with money.
Stupid.
I was like, what are you doing?
They made all the money and they spent it on bubble gum. I'm like, y'all is just retarded. What is wrong with y'all?
I think right now we have this culture of self-care and treat yourself. We think that material purchases for ourselves are the way to go. But the research shows that that's just not the case. Purchases that we make for other people tend to make us happier than those we make for ourselves.
Oh shit! Don't tell that to the wrong people.
For real.
Why ain't you give me no gift?
Right.
Why you ain't give me no shit? You don't be buying me nothing. I ain't do nothing.
Talk about you like a dog when you don't get them nothing. Crazy, man. It's so crazy.
Yourself, man. Man, I don't need to get into that, man. Watch the Valentine's Day video.
For sure.
Watch the Valentine's Day video, man. I'm gonna link that up. Not enough of y'all watch that. That was an interesting video. Some good discussion off of it. Yeah.
I think overall, y'all, man, just don't be stupid with your money. Know what you're doing with it, and like he said, it's very subjective. It all depends on the person. So
how much happiness is gonna bring to you.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't value money that way. But there's a lot of people that do at the same time.
Some people just fine. Some people are just fine happy being broke.
Right. No problem for them.
Some people they don't even really need a house like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They need a little apartment, wherever they can, somewhere to sleep at night.
Yeah, scrape together, right.
Hell yeah. And the rest just do whatever the hell they like to do. Maybe they got like an instrument or something like that.
Yeah,
you see Andre 3000, you know how he be walking around random motherfucking places and he be playing the goddamn trumpet or whatever the hell and shit. But yeah, man. That was a good one, man. It's your boys. It's two brothers. We'll see you on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that motherfucking bell.
We love that bell. What I keep telling y'all, we love that bell.
If you don't, you getting your ass beat. Toe up.
Nah, we ain't like that. We ain't like that, bro.
Nah.
Wait, hold on.
Get shot.
Hold on. Maybe we is like that.
You hit that damn sub button, man. Get your ass shanked. In the name of Christ. In the name of Christ.
We gonna see y'all.
Yes, sir.